What up, though? It's the Big Plate Clay Show. We back another week, and we got a treat for you. We have a special guest, as you can see. Gonna let her introduce yourself.
What up, though, everyone? My name is Adara. Nice to be here talking to Clay.
Mm-hmm. And so we're gonna talk about, the BDSM community, the BDSM world. I talked to her previously about this shit. It blew my fucking mind. So
that was a very interesting conversation.
It was. You should have seen me. I looked like fucking a kid in a candy store. Shit was crazy. So, get into it. First off, what does BDSM mean? What's it stand for?
So, BDSM can mean a couple of different things for people, depending on how you identify in the community. But for me, and just in general, it means bondage, dominance, submission, and masochism. You may hear some people use it like sadism to kind of interchange the S. But yeah, that's the general term for it.
Okay. So, how long have you been a part of this community?
So, officially about 10 years now. But I kind of always knew, that I was different in a way before I really understood what BDSM was.
Right.
But officially, I kind of latched onto it it's been about 10 years.
Now, okay, so what do you mean official? Like, you got to be, like, sworn in, like the Illuminati or something? It had, like, a fucking process? Like, what you mean you were sworn in?
Nah, nothing like that.
Okay.
Well, okay, so when I mean officially, so people can try out different things. Mm-hmm. They can kind of feel a certain way. Kind of like, it's hard to equate it to something else, but I feel like for me, when I say officially, it's like that's when I first started researching and realizing that, this is actually something. Like, this is actually a lifestyle that people participate in. Okay. Whereas I've been feeling like, different, or I've been feeling this kind of way for a while, but I couldn't really describe what it was.
I dig it. Okay. So how does one go about getting into the lifestyle? Say I want to hop into BDSM lifestyle. What I got to do?
Ain't no hop.
Ain't no hop? What you mean?
Ain't no hop.
You got to take my time?
Man. And we talked about this. It's like a rabbit hole with no
rabbit
bottom.
hole.
And it's like tunnels. That's like...
Shit get crazy. Like fucking minesweepers.
Man. So there are a couple different ways that you can kind of get introduced to the lifestyle, whether it be by a person kind of bringing you in.
So how did you get into it? But like, you say you already knew you was different, but did somebody that really bring it out of you eventually, or you just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it by myself," and jumped in yourself?
No. So I had a partner
at
the time who kind of was like, "This is what this is. This is what this means. Mm-hmm. You should kind of learn about this, or let's try this." And I think that's really how a lot of people get into it. They get introduced by a person. Mm. There are some people who do research and kind of just approach it that way, but it's one of those things where there's research available, but you kind of got to experience it to actually know it.
Right.
So you can do all the research you want, but
you still got to do it.
Yeah.
I got you. So you're missing the rabbit hole. So can you talk about what is the rabbit hole? What's in that motherfucker? Like,
woo,
you know what I'm saying? Just do a quick rundown of a couple things. You know what I'm saying?
And this is how I like to describe BDSM to people, because I feel like it is a rabbit hole. You can go in one way and think that you gonna learn everything about it, and you get introduced to a whole different side of stuff that you didn't even realize.
Fuck around and getting peed on and shit.
Yeah, and it's a market for everything. Look, if you think it's crazy, somebody like it, and somebody.
I see a nigga on Twitter the white boy getting choked out by the black lady with the thick ass thigh.
It's a market for it.
Damn, I could have put a motherfucker in the head I'll make something.
Hey, somebody like it.
Damn, lady, y'all be choked out.
And they're paying for it.
Hey, you see me? You see these arms? I'll put you to fucking cripple the crossface on quick, nigga.
But no, for real. Like, there's a market for anything. And so, when you get introduced to BDSM and you start doing research, you can go so many different ways. And even with the identities, like, you see the normal identities where people may identify as like dominant or submissive, but you don't necessarily have to identify that way. You can just kind of be, or you can switch identities. It's like you just kind of floating in midair.
I got
maybe one day you like this, the next day you like that. So yeah, that's why I call it a rabbit hole, because you can fall in like Alice in Wonderland and just be falling continuously. You never hit the bottom.
So you be fucking niggas. She be pegging niggas.
I do not. I have seen it though. It's very interesting.
Like
to
in
watch.
person?
Yeah.
How was that for you? Was that like, did you know it was gonna happen, or just
I know it was gonna happen.
bust out getting around?
So I was at a party, and there was like a bunch of stuff set up.
It was a
like,
BDSM party?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there were like swings hanging from the ceiling, and like a bunch of different tools and toys and tables.
They going to work. What? Okay.
And devices and things of that nature. And so, the biggest thing in BDSM is communication, because number one, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing with your partner is something that they're going to enjoy. Like, of course you like it, but you want to make sure the other person like it too. Gotcha. And you want to make sure you're not pushing nobody past their limits. You want to make sure everybody is safe. So you negotiate with people. Hey, I like this. Do you like that? Let's try this. So I was watching a couple of negotiations, and that just happened to be one of the things I watched being negotiated and happen. And it was interesting. I've seen it happen a couple times. Yeah.
So what's some of the fucking genres we have in the BDSM categories we have? I know we talked about blood sport, waterworks.
Blood sport.
Is it called blood sport?
No.
What's it called?
Blood play.
Oh. Blood play, waterworks. There was a few more we had mentioned.
So it's kind of hard to label it as genres because it's more so like it's identified as kinks.
Kinks.
So kinks are basically what you like, and then you have what's called a hard limit and a soft limit. So for me, soft limits are things that I have not necessarily done. Or things that I'm interested in trying, I just haven't tried it yet. Hard limit is like my hard no. I'm never changing my mind on that. I don't care who asks.
Okay, so what's a hard no for you?
I look.
Oh shit, she bite her tongue.
No, because this is always what shocks people.
Okay.
Because for people who know me, they know I'm into a lot of stuff. But a hard limit for me, you cannot spit in my mouth. I don't care.
That's basic.
No, it might be.
That's like some fucking vanilla shit.
And it might be.
And explain vanilla real fast for people.
So vanilla, and my best friend hates this term, but vanilla is basically anybody who is not into the BDSM lifestyle. So the normal people.
Just basic
The
shit.
regulars.
And I'll just say, at this point in life, I feel like spitting in somebody's mouth is basic at this point. That's like, as long as you ain't bringing it from the head, niggas bringing it from the sinus cavity, you can't do that. You gotta just...
That's how I feel.
No, it just...
Anytime I hear about somebody spitting, that's what I picture.
That's one of your hard nose?
Absolutely.
Okay, you got any more?
I don't do anything with blood, so...
Okay.
What else? Everything else I'm pretty much open to.
Okay.
I'll have to listen to it or negotiate.
So you a pagan nigga? So, because you just say...
It depends. It depends.
How you feeling that night?
But I don't identify as a dominant person, so that type of exchange, because pretty much for me, how I see it, in BDSM, everything is a power exchange. So it's a dynamic between two individuals where one person is giving up power or releasing power to another individual. I don't see myself as the dominant individual in a lot of my situations, whereas pegging is... That is the dominant role.
You monitor it. Ain't been no revenge.
You taking that on. So that's never been me. But, I don't kink shame. So if you like it, you like it.
Can't kink shame.
No, can't kink shame. Except if you fucking with cucumbers. That's some shit.
Leave the cucumbers alone, please.
Please.
Y'all look fucking retarded.
Thank you.
So name me... Just give me 3 categories outside of... We already mentioned the blood play.
Yes.
Waterworks, that's urine getting pissed on. Blood play, niggas who like getting cut, but not like too crazy, like just a little blood.
Blood play is exactly what it is. You're drawing blood, but it's not in a way.
So what you draw? What do you do? Do you like what do you do with the blood? Do you just see it, the visuals?
Yeah, and it's like in a sterile enough environment to where it's not getting anywhere, that it's not like blood splatter.
Fucking massacre.
You're not like stabbing somebody.
Okay.
But some people, that type of power exchange turns them on.
Okay. And now, what's some more?
So you have impact play.
What is that?
And so that's
Oh shit.
So yeah.
She brought some toys.
I did. I brought some of my tools along, but. So impact play is exactly that, and that can range in varying different, degrees. So you have some people who like getting punched, kicked, slapped.
I done smacked a few at my time,
Yeah, you like people who like getting hit with objects, such as paddles, or honestly, anything. I've seen people get kicked with, like, boots.
I be on the internet a lot, and I have stumbled across. I watch a lot of porn, lots of porn, and I've stumbled across like people getting their nuts stepped on.
Yeah, so
that feel good. That gets somebody off.
Hey, apparently so. I told you it's a market.
Of course, I don't watch it. I don't watch it, y'all.
You just seen the preview.
I just seen it, then I might click it, watch it for like 10 minutes, and then I turn it off before you get to the end. But no, seriously, I just seen people get their nuts stepped on.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a market for everything. So
would that like fuck up your shit?
If you do it safely, there's a
what
technique.
Is safe about getting your nuts crunched? Ain't nothing safe about that.
I don't have any.
Ain't nothing. The fucking slightest dump, I'm in the corner, boiled up. The slightest anything to the nuts.
People have degrees of tolerance for pain.
Impact play, y'all. Okay.
Yeah, and then again, there's a safe technique for choking. There's a safe technique for biting. There's a safe technique
biting.
Yeah, for hitting. Like, there are certain places you shouldn't hit people. And then there are some people who like to really push the line and just don't care about safety. Wow. But that's usually very rare. What else? So shibari, which is actually a Japanese art, but that's the art of rope. Okay. So suspension, knots, restraints, things like that. What else? I'm trying to think of what else I've seen. Yeah. Breath play. So yeah, that's where you will get like choking, asphyxiation, fire play, electro play.
Wait. What is fire? What the fuck is fire play?
So fire play is basically where you'll have a person who's skilled in fire technique. They use like a non-toxic oil, I believe, to basically like light fire up and down a person's skin. So
I can't just take some
please don't.
lighter fluid and put it on somebody's skin.
No, God.
Okay. Okay, and I'm assuming the fire they don't get burned.
It's not. Yeah, it's more like a heat, sensation than the actual person being burned.
Shit's crazy out here. Listen, I'm getting some motherfucking some lighter fluid. I'm gonna try it. You on the news, local man. I'm gonna turn on the news and just be like, I told that nigga not to do that shit. Wow. So got fire play.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, we had talked previously. You mentioned like you go to the dungeon parties, I believe, mm-hmm. Pirate parties. Like, first off, how do you even get invited to them? And do those happen in Michigan?
Yes, they do. So, as one would imagine, the BDSM scene is very low key because people don't want. It's essentially people live double lives.
Of course.
So, 50 Shades of Grey has misconstrued a lot of expectations of BDSM, but now that it's a little bit more mainstream, people expect people to be more open about it. But BDSM has been around for forever, so it's like one of those things where you got to know somebody to actually be like invited into the dungeon space. There are other ways that you can be invited. It's this website called FetLife. I don't recommend anybody.
No.
Do not.
Sure? Why not?
If you value your life.
I'm about to look it up. How you spell it?
FetLife.
F-E-T?
Like fetish.
I'm gonna see him at a party with a fucking gimp suit on.
Yeah.
Oh, talk about compression play. That shit fucked me up.
That too. I love compression play.
You're gonna see me in the gimp suit real soon.
But yeah, so the dungeons.
Turn your head if you see me in that.
The dungeons are typically invite only.
Is you heard?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to do the rest of this. Don't worry about that, y'all. Go ahead. We on FetLife with it.
And they have an upstairs that's a little bit more vanilla. It's like a lounge space where if you don't feel comfortable.
You talking about at the party?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, in the dungeons that I've been to, they have.
Any in Detroit specifically, or this Michigan?
Yeah, it's one in Detroit.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a space where people, if you're not comfortable being surrounded by kink 24/7, you can kind of just chill, talk to people, and then they have a space where it's like just straight up kink. Like as soon as you walk in,
it's popping. It's popping. It's lit. You walk in, somebody hand you their pussy out. It's like Spider-Man.
And so I've been to a couple dungeon parties here. it's definitely an experience.
Okay.
I've taken some friends.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you bring friends, are they part of the community or they don't know shit about it? And when you do bring friends, like, how do they respond to it?
So, typically they aren't a part of the community.
So, they allow you to bring friends? I thought it was like really like, oh, okay. Bring me to the next one. Then.
Okay, I got you. Let's go.
I have my little lasso on and shit.
You gotta sign a waiver.
I'll sign up. What's gonna happen to me? Hold on, I gotta wait. I mean, I'll pull up. I'll fuck with it.
You know, but yeah, I'll bring you for sure.
I'm dead ass.
I know.
Hey, we had the dungeon party, nigga. If you see me in that gimp suit, don't ask me no questions. Just turn your head.
But there are other opportunities with BDSM showcase, like the Dirty Show that happened.
Yeah, no, I know about the Dirty Show. So that's like more public. That's way public. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a scene.
Wow. Hey.
But compression play.
Oh yeah, talk about that real quick.
So I actually am fairly new to compression play. I just got into it within like the past 2 years or so. But I have a friend who is really into it. Like, he is the master of compression play. And he was like, I really want you, I really want to try to scene with you. That's what we call interactions.
A scene? Mm-hmm. Like sex is called a scene?
Yeah. Anything BDSM related. So he was like, I really want to try to scene with you. And we talked about it, and he was like, what are you comfortable with? Do you mind if I wear these compression gloves? Yeah. And it's literally him squeezing certain parts of my body, and the type of sensation that it leaves. And other tools, of course.
So you're telling me I put on my little compression shorts every day when I go to the gym, and but some people get off on that, like feeling that tight grip on their body.
Mm-hmm. Constriction.
Hey, Adara brought some toys and some objects, some tools. So
I brought some of my things from my personal collection. Some of the stuff that I brought.
Personal collection, nigga. You made it?
I've made some of the things as well. So this
and it's handcrafted, nigga.
This is actually the first paddle I ever got. It's named after me, of course, Adara. Okay. So with this paddle, a couple things. So the bag that it comes in can actually be
make sure the people see it. Put it up there. Okay, you see
the bag that it comes in can be used as like a tool in itself. Like, if you are into sensation play, some people will use this as like a warm up.
A warm up. the fucking appetizer.
Okay, but this is what Adara looks like, and you can actually handle her if you would like. But yeah, it's not
no.
It's not
And it's paddle play?
Yeah. Impact play.
Impact play. Going across.
So there are certain parts of the body, of course, that you should and should not hit with the paddle, because
what part you shouldn't hit? Well, so, like the soft part.
Yeah. So like, I wouldn't want somebody to smack me directly on the ass with that.
So how would you go about doing it on the ass then?
Because you have you can hit the cheek area.
Oh, okay.
But don't just like swing
right.
like a bat.
Right.
Like, don't do that.
Damn. Okay. Shit, crazy out here.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorite tools. So this is actually a piece that I made, and so I am heavily into pain play, impact play. Okay. So I like things that make marks. I like things that hurt.
So that's like a whip?
Yes.
This is
called a flogger.
My people fought. My people fought. We abolished that shit a long time ago. You're not about to be whooping me.
But see, this is why you have autonomy and communication, and you know your limits, because now we have the right to say, hold up. But this is a flogger, and so yeah, this is made out of. So do you remember in like elementary school, middle school, the girls used to use those things?
Yeah, they thread them.
Yeah, that's what this is made out of.
Listen, man, Kuta Kinte did not fucking get his foot cut off for us to still be getting beat with fucking floggers.
And so Rihanna actually has like a
what is that?
It's the same thing, but this is actually from the Fenty.
Oh, this one you made though.
Yeah, that's one I made. This came from Rihanna. So she has like a whole line of like
sex toys?
Really? And stuff. Yeah. On the Fenty.
Part of Fenty? She don't talk about that part though. I ain't never seen about no fucking
like
50 sex toys.
And like blindfolds and like all types of stuff. Mm-hmm. I haven't really used this one.
So that will look way less impactful. This like is gonna really leave,
It is.
Do something to you.
It is.
That looks
this is
pretty.
A little light. Yeah, I don't really use this one. It's more like, it's cute. Like, but
you see how we got motherfucking paddles and floggers. Yeah. Come on, fuck with us. What up?
This is just kind of like a toy for me.
Okay, yeah, that's to get you warmed up. That will get you warmed up.
Yeah,
Then you come with this next. Okay then.
So what else I got here? So
she got a bag of tricks.
I do. So this is one of my other paddles. I didn't make this, but somebody made this for me. And it's one of my favorites because
is that a fucking tennis racket?
No, it's not a tennis racket, even though it's shaped like one. So these are marbles on the inside. Yo. This is, I believe, PVC tubing.
Like the piping?
Yeah, but hit your hand and see how hard it hurts.
Oh.
Look at that.
What's going on? It's marbles in here and fucking PVC piping, my nigga. We got real motherfucking Bob the Builder on these bitches. Okay, that shit like really heavy.
Yeah.
People like that?
Yes, I like it. That's why.
You like this?
I do.
Wow. Okay, this is something else. Oh shit.
See. Damn. That's the damn Hennessy.
Yeah, we had a little mishap. Now you gotta sterilize your shit. Don't want nobody with Hennessy on their ass or whatever. Cheeks. Yo, you like getting hit with this?
I do.
Wow.
So
okay.
I've done some really interesting impact scenes. One of my favorite scenes. Yeah, one of my favorite scenes that I like to repeatedly do is with rubber bands.
Rubber bands.
Yeah. So.
ETI? Rubber band man. Wow, that's the Taliban.
When people, when people are researching into BDSM, trying to figure out what they like, they may not want to spend a lot of money on stuff like this. There are a lot of household items that you can use. Again, please don't use vegetables. But there are
using them. Talk to me.
There are a lot of stuff that you can use that kind of
to get you started before you start buying shit.
So for me, rubber bands is one of those things that is kind of like, it's basic, but it's a great instrument. Rubber bands. Wow. So with my partner, they'll be strategically placed in like certain areas, sometimes overlapping, and then they'll be popped.
You popping niggas, bro?
I'm being popped.
Oh, you're being popped?
Yeah.
Wow. So, at what part does the sex takes place? Cause it's a lot of like this. All this sound like foreplay to me. There's no actual like intercourse happening yet. Niggas getting beat with motherfucking marble, fucking PVC piping and paddles and. Where's the intercourse at? We getting flogged. We getting fucking whipped like we slaveries. Where's the what do we have sex at though? We getting popped, bro. We getting set on fire? Like what the fuck? When do we have sex?
That's one of the things I love about BDSM because you don't necessarily have to have sex. It
really?
Happens for some people. Yeah, like anytime during a scene, sex can happen.
So BDSM isn't really like sex isn't the end goal. It's just making your partner feel pleasurable, I guess.
Exactly.
Really?
It's a release for people. Wow. Sex can happen anytime. It can happen during a scene. It can happen after. But it's not necessary. It doesn't always happen.
No shit. So y'all getting set on fire for nothing? They getting set on... they getting cut open?
For some people, that's the pleasure. Like, that's where they get their enjoyment.
Wow. That's because I was thinking, like, where do y'all have sex at? Do all this, like, what's up? Like, the whole room set on fire? You done beat the shit out of me? Like, what the... This fucking Hell in a Cell match? Like, what's going on right now? Wow, okay. You got any more toys in there?
I do. I brought, like, a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So I brought some of the rope that I use.
Okay.
And it's funny because my mom calls this my therapy rope.
Therapy rope.
But
no. So about that, do your mom and your older people in your family, do they know what you're into? Let me see this, please.
Yeah. So
they know.
I think my mom kind of has an idea. She's never asked.
Right.
But I think she kind of like know something.
Yeah. Hey, I'm coming for y'all. We in the BDSM community now. I'm getting right.
But yeah, I think she knows something. The rest of my family, though, no.
Right.
They
you think they're freaked the fuck out?
Probably. Because this is intense. This is not like...
Especially, being older people.
Yeah. And I'm sure they was into some stuff back in their day. Right. But nothing like this. But, so this is some of the rope that I have. And I have a lot. I have a lot of rope. This one I think is cotton.
Okay.
But this is the type of rope that you would use in shibari.
Okay.
Or
do you know how to do it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get it popping then.
But for me, so what you'll find in the BDSM lifestyle is that some people like to be restrained or you know tied up.
Yeah.
There's a misconception out there that everybody likes metal, like metal handcuffs.
Oh,
like
yeah,
and like, oh, this is
metal hurt.
Yeah, I don't like it. So, in my play, I typically use leather or rope. Mm-hmm. I prefer non-traditional ways of being restrained because it's not more.
What's traditional?
Metal.
Oh, okay, handcuff. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't like how metal.
So
feels.
I'm a little poor. So if I take like some socks and bind them together and tie it around a young lady's arms, that's still in the
I wouldn't recommend socks.
They could be clean. Clean tube socks. I could tie her up with them. No, that ain't the shit.
Because I feel like they're not gonna stay.
But you said use household items.
Yeah, but I feel like socks.
I'm gonna knot them bitches tight before I do it. They gonna be knotted up. You know what I'm saying? No, not the socks.
Not the socks. It's not long enough.
The sock.
Yeah, like you gonna tie like.
I'm gonna take 2 socks and just knot them.
You can't find nothing else in your house.
You got a tie somewhere?
Right, that's what I'm like.
Like a necktie?
Oh, maybe a necktie. Anyway, back to this shit. Okay, back to it. She broke the shit. She got
okay, so hold your arms.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. So there are a lot of different rope patterns and designs that you can try. I mostly freestyle a lot of the stuff that I do because after I learned...
Get to show your phone too, bro.
After I learned how to knot, I was like, oh yeah, I prefer my own patterns over someone else's. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty, easy to maneuver. You can like open your hands.
Oh, I mean,
like open your arms like that.
Oh shit.
So this is a pretty basic tie.
It's basic. This shit is really something.
It's basic, and it's not even really knotted. Like it's just
you can't get out this bitch either.
Exactly.
Yo.
So this can be utilized in a couple ways. You can be restrained to like bedposts in something like this, or like over your head, or like to your ankles.
Yo, this shit really slavery. That's all it is. It's a sexy slavery. That's all it is.
And so, this is probably one of the more basic knots that I use if I just want to be restrained. Okay. I've done other patterns.
Now, have you ever like put a man in restraint like this before?
Yeah. So I don't identify as dominant, but I do have partners.
Look at me. I can't do none. She about to go through my phone. She about to do everything. You feel me? I'm fucked up right now. Wow. I can't get out this bitch. And that was basic as hell. That was really basic how you did it though.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why you can't use socks, bro.
Huh?
That's why you can't use
socks.
socks.
You can't use the socks. Yeah. Damn.
See. But a lot of my partners, because this is stuff that we talk about, so I ask them, are you comfortable with being tied up? Right. Are you comfortable with rope? And usually they are. Or it may be something they haven't tried, but they're interested in trying it. So this is probably something I will take the lead on, but everything else I leave up to them.
Okay, so since you don't pay niggas, allegedly, quote unquote, you claim you don't. So when you tie a nigga up like this, what do you do? Like, what do y'all do after that?
What you mean?
I mean, like, what's the deal? Because obviously, if you tied him up, he's the submissive one at this point, right? So what happens?
So this is where, again, this is where what you would call foreplay might come into play. So like a lot of sensory play, just different types of, different. We might try a couple different things, but no, I'm not pegging niggas.
Okay.
These are my handcuffs. Like I said, I don't like metal.
This is a surprise, right?
No, this is not the surprise, but these are just...
We got some shit coming.
And those, as you can feel, they're leather, but they're more comfortable on the inside. So I'm restrained, but I'm not like...
And these like really close. Like you can't even do no moving with these handcuffs.
Right.
It's like, wow.
And that depends on what the length of the chain that I have.
Oh, you can change the chain out?
Yeah. So I use that... I use those pretty frequently. So these are the surprise.
What's the surprise? What's that?
So...
That man no bees?
No, these are not.
scared, dog.
You so irritating.
That look really simple.
So these are clamps. These are nipple clamps. They're adjustable, so they can be used, as clamps, and then you tighten them depending on
holy shit
the degree of pain. And if you look at them, you can see them tighten.
Have my finger in it?
Yeah. Let me try this one.
Nipple clamps really make sense because I didn't have my endeavors when I was having sex back in my day. And a few chicks be like, bite my nipples. I'm like, harder like that, bitch. Want you to bite your titty off? Like, so I definitely see what this would work. Like, I slipped off.
There we go.
Wow. And people just get their shit like just compressed. Where do you find this shit at?
You can find anything online.
Online? They don't got them at Spencer's?
No.
Spencer's
You feel it getting tighter?
I just feel like getting looser.
That's probably because I'm turning it the wrong way.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Listen.
Now it's getting tighter. Wow, y'all liking y'all. Wow, this is crazy. The nipples? What? And you just squeeze to it.
And then this is in between, so this can be pulled, and that changes the degree of sensation and things like that.
Oh. So now, do you use that anywhere else, or just on nipples only?
Nah, this is just nipple clamps.
Okay. Nipple clamps.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it was crazy out here. I fuck with the BDSM community. I'm about to listen. Y'all gonna see me in a whole different light. I'm about to pull up.
I'm gonna pull up to a Dungeon and Clank.
I'm gonna be in that bitch with a gimp suit on, dancing like yeah. Listen, I'm about pulling up paddles, ropes, handcuffs, all that shit. Stop playing. Wow, look at this shit. This shit is velvet, nigga. You see this? This is purple for Prince. Rest in peace to Prince. This shit is beautiful. Damn, the BDSM community is lit. You got any little tricks in there, or we all selling the tricks?
What else?
Bro, she got a bag. She has a bag of.
So somebody actually just gave me this for my birthday.
Not the collar.
Yes, the collar.
She got a collar with a fucking bell on her.
No,
You Rudolph?
a leash.
Oh, a leash. Oh,
So
jeez.
it can be it can be attached to
Okay. Let me
a
see
leash
that.
and handcuffs and things like that.
Wait, say that again.
Yeah, so the collar piece can be collared on, and then if I have a
Let's
chain
get it
like
popping.
this,
Come on, let's get it popping. Come on, throw it on. Now, come on. Let's go ahead and get to it.
if I have a chain like this, then I can attach it here.
Wait. So you're gonna attach the handles to the neck?
Mm-hmm. And then
I'm not doing. Listen, I thought I was out here fucking. I thought I was out here doing something. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just doing the bare minimum. Shout out to Prissy Blanco, by the way. Bare minimum. It's on iCloud, Tidal, all that shit. Anyways, though, I'm doing the bare minimum. You see that little drop? I had to shout her out. I had to shout for a shout.
It's on iCloud.
It's on iCloud. My man. Yo, I mean.
that's that Hennessy.
It's on iTunes.
It's on iCloud. Was proud of himself too.
Right.
He sent them to the wrong place. He sent the niggas to the wrong place.
Yo, hold on.
Yeah, we saw that drop, nigga, for sure.
Prissy Blanca on fucking iTunes, Tidal, all that shit. Wow. Okay, this is focus. Okay, so what's up? Where we at? What's going on?
So collars can come in any length, style. Mm-hmm. They can be made to your whatever liking.
Okay.
There are some collars called infinity collars that don't come off. So in some relationships in the BDSM community, they are essentially like marriage, like it's a lifetime commitment. So if a dom and a sub.
So real quick, so can you be in a BDSM marriage but still have a real husband and wife on the outside? Wow.
People can be married and still have a dominant.
Now, do they tell them like, yo, I got a family?
Typically, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, carry on.
But so there are some collars that don't come off once they're attached.
For the whole scene?
No, for your life. Like.
Wait, what?
It's not coming off.
How do you go to work with? How do you explain to
Bob
you got a collar on your fucking neck? Like,
it's incognito, so it may be disguised as like a necklace or like a very basic chain. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm listening.
But yeah, you can find just about anything in the BDSM community. If you can think it, it's probably there. Right, relationship dynamics, people, kinks, the stuff that you like. Again, it's all about communication. So you got to talk to people. That's one of the biggest things.
Like I said, I be really in depth internet porn, and I see a nigga getting farted on. That was a king.
He probably
He was like getting farted on.
If you can dream it.
Wow. Listen, let me find out. Wow. Come on.
Okay. This one, I don't know. It may not fit you because this one is fitted for me. But
no.
you can feel it.
You can't get around the neck at all?
No.
You sure?
No.
Yes. You
Try to get.
It don't fit.
You do it. I might be doing this shit. You do it.
I told you it's fitted for me, so it may not.
It's custom.
Yeah.
She got the custom made neck
Most
piece.
of my stuff is custom.
She balling. Custom made. You can't loop it up?
No, I promise you, because it's not fit for you.
So once you put it on your neck, well, put it on your neck then.
No.
No?
No.
She ain't fucking with it.
No,
So,
I only wear it in certain scenarios.
I was like, it's like, nah, nigga, this fun.
Yes.
That you're not in that scene. Don't worry about it. I respect it 100%. So you put that on your neck with the woo, and then you chain the shit up to the fucking leg or arm, whatever. So the visual in my head is a nigga like with their leg on their neck looking crazy. That's how it be.
Yeah.
Yo.
So occasionally I have friends who will ask me to make certain things for them. So I had a friend who asked for a spreader bar. And so
What's a wait? What's the fuck is a spreader bar?
It's a bar of metal.
Don't tell me going.
Bust the pussy open.
You heard him, folks. Is that what it is?
No.
I thought it was the same thing.
No.
You just crank that bitch and legs go further and further. Keep cranking it, cranking it, cranking. Well,
so
go
it's
ahead.
a bar
Okay.
that has like 2 hooks on the end attached. And so this is where you can have like leg cuffs attached to, or arm cuffs attached to, or you can have like whatever you can restrain to.
So it's a bar.
It's a straight bar, but it has like.
And you just
2
latch
hooks.
your shit up to it. Damn. And you made that for your friends? Wow. The BDSM world is crazy.
I started making stuff because I was like, with the type of things that I like, the type of kinks that I have, I couldn't really find tools that met my needs. So I was like, let me make it.
She gonna make it herself. Fuck
Go
it.
to Home Depot.
Fuck it. Wow.
Home Depot.
Home Depot is low key a motherfucking BDSM supporter. They gonna whatever you need there. You need wood planks to spank a motherfucker. You need chains to handcuff a nigga up. They got gasoline to set a motherfucker on fire.
Don't do that.
I'm setting a bitch on fire this year. Listen, y'all see you on the news for fucking arson. I said I blew the whole house up. But any closing words you have about BDSM community? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to clear up? Or any
Just
what I'm saying?
do your research. Don't be scared. Talk to people. Ask questions. If you like it, you like it. Don't be afraid to try stuff you like.
Don't be afraid, y'all.
It's a market out there. Somebody like it.
Closing words? Nothing else?
No.
Hey man, you heard it here. Don't be afraid to ask. If you like what you like, get it popping. This was another episode of the Big Play Clay Show. This was your name? Adara. And hey man, when y'all see me in a desert party, don't
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
if y'all see me at a desert party, don't ask no questions. Don't even look at me, bro. Just turn the head the other way. I'm pulling up, man. But hey, like I said, this episode, the Big Play Clay Show, man. Think y'all will fuck with me, man.
You are something else.